What's up, Black Goose family? So I want to go ahead and put this out there into the universe. All right, y'all. If y'all want to disagree with me, disagree with me. If y'all want to agree with me, agree with me. Whatever type of opinion y'all have on this, let me hear what y'all think about this. Joyce versus Daniel Dubois is Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. You're probably like, Mr. Positivity Fluence. What the fuck you talking about? Those are two different fights. What I'm saying is, yeah, they two different fights, but they the same fight. What do I mean? Daniel Dubois, he's Deontay Wilder. Big boy, good solid jab to be able to utilize it to land that right hand. You know what I'm saying? That jab hand disguises everything. You know what I'm saying? Put a little extra in the toolbox. And the right hand comes out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? The jab hand lulls you to sleep, right hand comes out of nowhere, bam. Daniel Dubois and Deontay Wilder, essentially very similar styles. I'm not saying they're the same skill level. I'm not saying they have the same amount of power. I'm just saying their styles are very similar. Daniel Dubois will be looking for that right hand to finish the night. He's going to be looking for it all 12 rounds probably. Now, whether he's going to be able to prove the same type of thing that Deontay Wilder does, where he carries it through all 12 rounds, things like that, we have yet to see. But Daniel Dubois will basically be looking to land that missile the same way Deontay Wilder. And then when it comes to Joyce is essentially Tyson Fury. Now, a lot of you might disagree with that because they're saying Joyce is the shtick on Joyce is that he's kind of stuck in the mud, doesn't move his head, things like that. But if you saw his last fight against Bryant Jennings, even if you saw him against Sterveen, there were stints in those fights where he showed he's not really stuck in the mud. You know what I'm saying? There were stints. Now, there was times where he was like, that's his problem. I feel like he's still kind of learning, because even though he is 33, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't have as many fights as like a Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. So, you know what I'm saying, he still has room to improve. But there are glimpses, if you've seen him when he fought Bryant Jennings, and if you've seen him when he fought Sterveen, of him, I wouldn't say necessarily Tyson Fury-esque, but definitely not stuck in the mud. He can move his feet, he can move his head. He's very agile in the ring when he wants to be. He's also a very athletic, big guy, so he has that capability to do that. So Tyson Fury and Joyce, in my opinion, they're going to have to utilize the same game plan, right? You're going to have to stay away from that right hand. You're going to have to outbox your opponent. You know, for the most part, you know what I'm saying, you want to circle away from that strong hand. When you get on the inside, you know what I'm saying, either you're going to want to switch angles, turn your opponent, or you're going to want to go in, hold, turn your opponent, get back on the outside. So very similar game plans that Joyce and Tyson Fury are going to have to come into their fights. Just like Daniel Dubois and Wilder are going to have similar game plans. Daniel Dubois and Wilder, they're going to be the hunter. Joyce and Fury, you know what I'm saying, they're going to be the prey for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I mean that respectfully. But Joyce and Fury, I think they both have the capabilities to land a big shot on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying there's no possibility of Tyson Fury or Joyce not being able to KO their opponent, because Joyce has big power, and I believe Fury has power. You know what I'm saying? Accumulation of power. You know what I'm saying? Over time, or Joyce can hit you with a big shot. So I just wanted to break that down, tell y'all. I want to hear what y'all think about it. You think I'm just bullshitting? You think, those are ridiculous comparisons? Let me know what y'all think about that. And once again, I do got Joyce winning all day, every day. Joyce fan right here. You heard me?